Good day everyone, my name is Hyro Tio Patulin and this is my pre-recorded video in ED 204, and my topic is all about the basis and the policies for special and inclusive education, and we're going to talk about the 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights and also the 1975 Education for All Handicapped Students. But before that, let us have first our learning objectives. So for the first one is to understand the core principles of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights or UDHR regarding the right to education and education for all handicapped students. Compare and contrast the provisions of UDHR Article 26 and IDEA, focusing on how both frameworks promote the right to education for all individuals with disabilities through graphic organizers. Appreciate the importance of education as a fundamental human right and cultivate empathy for the challenge faced by marginalized groups, including children with disabilities, in assessing education. So, the first thing we need to talk about is all about the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So, what is the UDHR? So, UDHR, or the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, is a milestone document in the history of human rights. So, why? It is because this law is one of the most influential. The Article 26 is one of the most influential in human rights history. So according to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights 1948, based on the, there are 30 articles and every article has its own right. So the Article 26 is all about the right to education. And according to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights 1948, everyone has the right to education. Everyone shall be free, at least in elementary and fundamental stages. Elementary education shall be compulsory. So, this law emphasizes that no one will be left behind. Everyone should be in education. And that is the goal of this article, which is the Article 26. Also, in Article 26, it is stated that education shall be directed to full development of human personality and to the strengthening of respect of human rights and fundamental freedoms. It shall promote understanding, tolerance, and friendships among all nations, racial or religious groups, and shall further the activities of the United Nations for the maintenance of peace. And also the last one is parents have prior right to choose that kind of education shall be given to their children. So note that UDHR is not a treaty. It is just a declaration. So it depends that a country will incorporate the principles of UDHR, whether they're going to make it into law, constitutions, or even policies. So the goal of this law is to promote education, that everyone should be in education. Everyone should be educated. Because as we can see right now, education has a lot of opportunities to give. Let's move on to the examples. So as you can see, there's a public school building and a Norso main campus building. So it is under the RA 9155, Governance of Basic Education Act, guarantees free public education at the elementary and secondary levels. So as you can see, there is a public school building. And the next one is the RA 10533. It is the Enhanced Basic Education Act. Ensures that free education from kindergarten to senior high school. And the last one is 10931, which is the Free College Law. Provides free education in state universities, colleges, and local universities and colleges. So best example for that is the Norso campus or even the Norso main campus, where they provide free education, free tuition for all Norsonians. Since we're done with the 1948 UDHR, let us proceed to the 1975 Education for All Handicapped Students. So the United States Congress enacted the Education of All Handicapped Children Act in 1975. Prior to this was no mandatory special education law. Over the years, this act has been amended several times and has been renamed. The act was last revised in November of 2004 and went into effect on July 1, 2005. This act is now called the Individuals with Disabilities Education Improvement Act of 2004, or the IDEA 2004. So according to Ross 2022, the IDEA requires all public schools that accept federal funds to provide education that meets the needs of education with the disabilities of public expense. So, Prior to IDEA, many students with disabilities went without any educational opportunities and many faced confinement in institutions. So as we can see, this law definitely provides education for those students who are handicapped. So this is a big opportunity for them to reach their goals or to touch their dreams. There are some programs under the IDEA 2004, and the first one is the Special Education Services. Special education services are individualized instruction and supports provided to students with disabilities based on their unique needs. Example, a student with dyslexia may receive specialized reading instruction in a small group or one-on-one setting with accommodations such as additional time for assignments. So this program, it provides a unique needs of a person who have disability. So in this case, they provide accommodations or one-on-one setting or even a small group just to provide an education for those students who are handicapped. And that's the goal of the Special Education Services. Let us proceed to the Individualized Education Program or IEP. The IEP is the cornerstone of IDEA, providing a personalized education plan for each student with disability. So this is just a closely related to number 1. So the example for number 2 is that a student with ADHD or a syndrome might have an IEP that provides accommodations like extended test-taking time, a quiet room for exams, and behavior management strategies. So as we can see in this law that's being enacted in the United States of America, we can say that this law is definitely benefited for those students who are handicapped. So they provide this kind of law in order for those students who are handicapped not to be left behind. And as we can see, education is for all. Education is for free, and we have the right to education. And that's the goal of this law, the 1975 Education for All Handicapped Students. Both 1948 UDHR and 1975 Education for All Handicapped Students really helps us to touch our dreams, reach our goals, and to become successful. It helps us to understand that nothing is impossible. I am not here without this law, especially the UDHR 1948 Article 26, which is the right to education. And with that, I hope you learned something, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you.